Jai Gurudev children, today we are going to start next chapter in the Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. The story highlights the fact that in a kingdom of fools, people's lives can be in danger, as the king and the ministers were brainless and did not do things in a normal manner. It is a place where everything is in reverse and justice is not given. A guru and his disciple visit this place, get involved in some matters. But finally, with Guru's wisdom, king and his ministers get executed by their own words. Normalcy is restored to the city after their death. The people choose Guru as a king and his disciple as minister. Now let me explain you the chapter. The king and his minister in the kingdom of fools were stupid. They ordered that night should be treated as day and all the people should work at that time. They should go to bed as soon as the day broke. The orders were followed by the people under the fear of being put to death if not followed. This delighted the king and the minister. Once, a guru and his disciple came to the kingdom during the day, finding it beautiful but totally deserted. Everyone, including the animals, was asleep. They were tired and hungry, but could not get anything to eat till the evening. When the whole place woke up and came to life, when the guru and disciple bought some food items, they surprisingly found that everything, whether it was a bunch of bananas or a measure of rice, cost the same, 1 dudu, the local currency. The wise guru realized that they were in the kingdom of fools and it would not be safe to stay there. So he suggested his disciple that they should leave the place at once. But the disciple was fond of food and found it very cheap to stay on. The guru left. Soon the disciple grew very fat by eating to his fill. One day, a thief broke into the house of a rich merchant to steal his valuables by breaking a wall. But as he was going out with the stolen stuff, the old wall fell on him and killed him. The brother of the thief complained before the king that the owner of the house was to be blamed for the death and demanded justice. The king heard the case and the merchant was found guilty because his house wall collapsed and killed the thief. The merchant blamed the bricklayer who built the wall, as it was thought that his bad workmanship created a weak wall. But the bricklayer blamed the dancer who distracted him when he was making the wall by passing in front of him a dozen times during the day, resulting in poor quality of the wall. The dancer accused the goldsmith who called the dancer time and again to deliver the jewelry she had asked to be made, but did not deliver it, leading to the distraction of the bricklayer. The goldsmith blamed the merchant's father as he had been making the urgent jewelry for him, thus delaying the finishing of the dancer's jewelry. As the father was dead, the merchant was finally pronounced guilty as he had inherited all the wealth as well as the bad deeds of his father. A new stake was built for the execution, but the merchant was too thin to fit the stake. So, the king ordered to search for a fatter man to fit the stake and the disciple was brought for execution. Then he remembered his guru's words and wished that the guru was there. As the guru had magical powers, he appeared at once and explained a plan quietly to the disciple to escape the execution. The guru and the disciple started fighting amongst themselves to decide who should be executed first. When the king asked them why they were fighting, the guru explained that the new stake was the stake of the god of justice, and whoever was executed first on it would be reborn as a king, and whosoever was executed next on that stake would be reborn as a minister. The puzzled king, believing what the guru had said, discussed the matter with his minister and decided that if they themselves were executed on that stake first, they would be reborn as king and minister. So they freed the guru and disciple, secretly planning to die on the stake the same night. The dead bodies of the king and minister were taken down. The people mourned their deaths and requested the guru and his disciple to become the king and minister of the kingdom. The Guru and disciple agreed on the condition that they would change all the laws back to the normal laws of any other kingdom.